We gotta like introduce.
It's the first one ever.
Alternatively, it's the first one ever.
Alternatively, you could record that separately, like since that would just be you.
Gosh, that'd be so much pressure to do it separately.
Do one right now, and if you don't like it, you could re-record it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everybody, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, you guys don't have to shut. This is an open communal time.
No, this is your introduction for the everything.
No one needs to shut up.
We're not.
You're the one that is always gonna be here.
Yeah,
we're not.
I'm probably gonna.
This is a good time for me to have faint bathtub noises in the background, isn't it?
I mean, I'm probably gonna include all of this probably in the introduction.
Oh no! Why would you include the no? Don't include this.
Quality content, guys. Come on.
Welcome to the first episode of Tales from the Traveling Tower. It's a new D&D show hosted by me, Matty-Matt. I guess that's I feel like that's probably the name to use, right, guys? That's my internet moniker. Is that the right word? Moniker?
Do you want to change it?
Do over?
That's a word.
Do over? Do you want to try that again?
No, I like Matty-Matt.
Wow.
Matty-Matt's good.
Calling him out during the official recording?
No, I mean bullshit. Like, do you want to redo that intro?
Why would I want to redo it?
The intro was fine. Why are you throwing down on that?
It's sullied now.
Wait, hang on. I don't want to look like the bad guy.
Okay, so it's the first. This is the first episode. It's a little it's very professional, and it's just going to get more professional as time goes on. That's what I believe. We'll get better at it.
Yeah, you tell yourself that.
Yeah, we'll get better at it.
Wow.
I will. What the fuck? I'm cutting that out. I'm not gonna have you undermine me.
What? And the do you want to re-record that? Do you want to choose a different name that wasn't undermining?
I didn't say I wasn't gonna cut that out.
Wait, what?
I didn't say I wasn't gonna cut that out too.
So you make me look bad, but not Dan.
Oh God!
No, I said I would. I said I might. I said that I didn't. Yeah. So welcome to Tales from the Traveling Tower. It's a new D&D show run by me, hosted by me, DM'd by me.
First of its kind.
Me being Matty-Matt. Yeah, no one's ever done this before.
Never.
Certainly not me. It's gonna be cool. It's called Tales from the Traveling Tower, but I don't know if we'll ever actually be in the Traveling Tower. Maybe at some point. The Traveling Tower will exist.
Are we gonna explain that reference?
Yeah.
It's a reference to an ongoing 4.5 year. I don't know time.
Something like
4-year campaign that I've been DMing for 4 years. The main campaign party hangs out in a tower on wheels. It's called Kira's Tower of Curiosities. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a Tales from the Traveling Tower. All a bunch of different stories and campaigns and who knows what else. All just fables and tales from the world of Tessera. My custom game setting, but maybe it will be stories from other places at some point. I don't know. I don't think that far ahead. But for the time being, that's what it's about. These aren't necessarily going to be long campaigns, at least for a little while. They're going to be I don't know exactly how long this first campaign is going to be. It's going to be somewhere between 10 and 15, somewhere around there. I don't know exactly how many sessions it's going to be, but we'll do that, and then once it's over, we'll start up a new one, and I might have some new players in, or unless in the case that none of the friends that I usually play D&D with want to have anything to do with this, well then maybe I'll just grab these guys back.
You're gonna be stuck with this.
Unless,
we're never leaving.
They're like, well, I don't want any more of that after they do it once. Who knows? Point is, new campaigns, new characters, all that jazz. I'm not going to explain this every episode.
Every campaign, though? Maybe.
Well, it just feels probably important to say this first time, just because...
It's the first time?
Yeah, it's the first time.
I feel like it's also fair to say that, there may be... there might be references to lore that has already been established in this world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What I like that, What Critical, I haven't listened to Critical Role, but that started like half the way through like an 100-something session campaign. Nobody gives a shit. We can make references to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. It's a pre-established world, and we're gonna build some more lore as we go along.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be more of them.
Oh, sorry.
See that's a reference to a pre-established thing right there.
Guys, we can't start this early. We can't start. No, we can't.
The thing is, I can't. Look, you can make any references you want, but I'm not gonna explain. I'm gonna do my best not to explain every single one. So that'll just be a weird.
This isn't
blip.
going.
I wasn't even gonna say it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna explain that.
This isn't going.
Yeah, good, cool.
Mr. DM.
Yeah, what's up?
Would you like to introduce the nameless voices that are heckling you?
Okay. So joining me today are a few of my friends that I love dearly, that I play D&D with all the time, and so I love them, and they're beautiful people. Beautiful. I got a group of beautiful boys here with me. The first of which is Travis.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. That is you.
That's the me with this voice. I typically go by Rex online. Various forms of it throughout the years. I don't know. It might change at some point too.
Do you have an applicable handle?
Again, could change in the future if I decide I don't like its current state anymore. But it's currently Rex Velox.
Where is that? Is that on Twitter?
I'm not active anywhere.
I know. That's fine.
I'm not active on anything. It's fine.
Cool. Well, Travis, it's lovely to have you here. I love you so much, you beautiful boy.
Hey, love you guys too. You guys are cool.
Next up, joining us is Dan.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's you.
That guy's.
boy.
Oh, me? Oh, I'm that
That's
guy.
you. Yeah,
Whoa.
You are that boy. You are that guy.
Hi, I'm Dan. That's me.
Is there anything you'd like to say about yourself?
I'm Dan. I play too much D&D. I claim to have a Twitter account, but never post on it. That's at Summon Circle. Go look at it to see nothing.
All right, cool. And it's lovely to have you here too.
Thank you.
I love you as well.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. And last but not least, we got Michael.
Oh, hey, I'm Michael.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, I'm Michael.
Cool. Anything else to add?
Online, I'm Golly Rogers or the Golly Rogers. Twitch, yeah, I do that. By the way, the Golly Rogers.
You stream on Twitch?
I stream on Twitch. I'm somewhat active on Twitter. Not as active as a lot of people, but I'm there.
What do you stream on Twitch?
Video games.
Uh-huh. And that's everybody. That's everybody.
I'm gonna be honest. In terms of being active online, Michael's stream is probably where I'm the most active.
Yeah, currly the most.
It's probably my most online presence. So that's gonna be my plug. My plug is his stream. Go there.
Yeah, everyone. This is a plug for my stream now.
But I'm on Twitter at I think Matty-Matt art.
You're not sure?
I changed it recently.
Would you like me to check for you right now?
Because it was 3-color swirl forever, and I finally switched it over to Matty-Matt something.
It is Matty-Matt art.
How'd you get that fast?
I have my phone.
Thanks. Is there like a dash or anything anywhere? Is it Matty-Matt?
Nope, it's just
Art?
Matty-Matt art.
Matty-Matt art. Cool. Thank you.
Alternatively, Matty-Matt tart if you have one T in Matt.
Well, there's 2 T's, and all of us are, have made appearances on Golly Rogers on Twitch, so you could by all means go.
This
and
is
check
your
that out.
series.
Yes.
So anyway,
Yeah, but you're the streamer boy.
you are the streamer boy. Anyway, do you guys want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Yes.
Give us the opening, DM
Cool.
boy.
This story focuses on, a group of characters all meeting each other in the southern regions of the continent of Lithia on the planet Tessera. Now, there are, a bunch of different continents on Tessera, all with their different kind of beliefs. You guys know that Green Aria is, kind of on a wave of technological advancement, and the Mariel Empire is kind of based on this idea of the world's tie to arcane magic and whatnot. Maybe that's redundant. But Lithia is a place that is home to, legends and myths that have really just turned into stories. So many stories that are passed around on these lands that should be that are in theory, they're all based in some way or another on something that happened long ago. But they've really just become passing stories to share to one another. And every now and again, someone or a group of someone's leads one of these stories back to their sources, and they find out, how much of it turns out to be true. But a great amount of passion and reverence is given to these stories because they brighten people's day. They make people believe in and, look back fondly on the mysteries of the ancient past and how joyous and magical those times tended to be. And I think all of your characters, I think there's, you guys have some characters here that all kind of embody a lot of that's going on. I had you guys roll initiative earlier, but or at least I told you to. I think only Michael did it.
Mine was a 14.
Okay, mine's a 22.
Okay, that's just, it feels so fitting that I got an 8.
Uh-huh.
Out of all of our characters, since, disclaimer, we have a general idea of what we're all playing here. Generally.
Generally?
But, who do you guys think is going to die first?
Me?
That's fair. You probably have the least hit points.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
I'm real squishy.
I mean, I don't
It's hard
know
for
what
me to
Travis.
say.
I don't know what Travis's class is, so maybe he has less somehow.
So squishy.
There's one important thing that I think I want to ask you, Travis.
Sure.
What would you say is your goal? Is Corvus's goal as he travels?
In general, his goal is to discover, in whatever means that may be. He likes to find new stuff, new places, new ideas are very important to him. Anything that can give him inspiration or some kind of leg up on, researching or creating things, making art, making anything. He's got his mind open for being multifaceted and just seeing what comes to him. That's more of the general thing. And anytime he gets a lead on, this thing's pretty unexplored, or there's rumors of this kind of mysterious stuff going on over here, he's all about it. He's all about going in for it. Well,
Corvus,
Mm-hmm.
you're traveling around Lithia, and looking at a map of Lithia and, its major cities and where, people generally congregate, you can see, it's mostly up on the eastern, I'd say eastern and also northern sides of the continent. And there's not a whole, there's people that live down in the south and to the west, but it's certainly lesser. And so those regions aren't necessarily as known, and I'd say probably not as well known to you about what's down over there. So, you're on a little bit of a trip through those areas. And you find yourself traveling through the Ethen Woods. It's a very quiet, very, peaceful forested area. You've been following this river that kind of sparkles and shines it has a small shimmer of orange and green kind of along the riverbanks of this little brook that you've been following down the way, and it leads you this river passes right through this quaint little village town, a little bit bigger than a village, very small town called Mayston.
Nice. Going on. So basically going on just a little adventurous expedition here.
Yeah.
Seeing what's up.
Mm-hmm. And I'd say, it's been a little bit since you've run into necessarily a civilization. You've just kind of been following this river down the forest area. And you kind of stumbled upon this town more or less. You didn't necessarily know it was going to be here. But there's a little wooden sign out front that just says Mayston Town on it.
Question: it has Corvus been described?
Full design and colors pending. Corvus is a young avatar. What the Azamar?
Avatar.
Man, young adult Azamar. He has generally a silverish, glowing complexion to his skin. His hair is very fair-colored, and again, has kind of a glowing radiance to it. His eyes are a combination of deep blacks and blues and little flecks of white. And he, in terms of the way he's dressed, he is very much clad in black. He's wearing a big black coat, some black gloves, some hiking boots, and maybe some trims of color fancy. Whenever I get around to drawing him, he'll that stuff will get more fleshed out. But it's kind of the general look he's got going on.
I'm glad to know he has no pants or shirt, just gloves, boots, and
There's stuff. Instead, he's got a coat, very longer end coat. Maybe not necessarily a trench coat, but it's he's decked out. He's got some straps across him to various little pockets and pouches.
So Corvus, you waltz into town here. This town has one kind of gravel pathway that kind of leads down the main areas, and then just kind of regular dirt pathing out the sides. Very, very small, not very big, town. Luxuries for visitation is low.
Mm-hmm. That's a good place to stop.
Yeah, it's a nice place to stop. Nice place to stop and rest. I was just gonna say that you see, a few people moving around the way as you kind of, walk into town. People see you. You're an ASMR. It's a little, not necessarily something that they don't get, guests every day, but then also, you're a little bit more on the rarer side of a race. So, some people, look at you and they give oh, look, there's someone here. But they tend to just kind of keep to their own business.
I give little gentle nods and just little greeting gestures as I'm going. I'm trying to be, be friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably if there doesn't appear to immediately, is there anything immediately of significance to this town, or is it just as quaint as you described so far?
It's fairly quaint. It doesn't seem extremely remarkable in any way. Just a small little village. It looks like it's been here just like a handful of generations, but maybe even not that long,
Well, if I'll probably take a stroll around, and if I don't find, again, anything that pops out as out of the ordinary, I'll probably... What time of day is it right now?
It's a little bit before, sundown.
Well, then, for now, I'll scout for a place to wind down for the night. Even if I'm not going to bed right now, I'll try to get a place in mind.
Go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
Yes, sir.
First roll.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a 27.
Oh, that's fantastic. So as you look around, the town, you see one of the biggest buildings here in the town that you can see. There's two buildings that are a little larger than everything else. There's one that seems kind of like a manor, but seems to be labeled town hall. And, maybe it was repurposed at some point, you think. But then a little bit down the way from that, you see what appears to be a tavern / inn. Up in the front, it just says Mayston on it. Fairly simple, but you gauge that is an inn where you could rest and relax.
I'm gonna stroll on over. Maybe once I'm in there, maybe try to see if I can grab something to eat too.
Ooh, that sounds nice. So you make your way over to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
While that's happening, Michael, I'm sorry. Could you remind me how to pronounce your name?
Steimer.
Steimer, you are rolling up into town.
All right.
You're actually coming in from the southern end of town, whereas Corvus is actually coming in from more the northern side. So you're coming up into town, and you are currently, I was supposed to give you this information before, but the subject got off topic. You're traveling into town, not alone.
Oh?
You are accompanied by an Aarakocra.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You are accompanied by an Aarakocra man named Scotty, or at least, that's what the crew of the Lumberloo call him.
Sorry, Lumberloo.
Yeah, Lumberloo.
All right.
I should probably have you describe your character before I go into more of that. Could you describe Steimer Hod for us?
Full name Steimer Hod. He is a Vidalcan, so he's like a blue-skinned humanoid. He's got 6 fingers, all adorned, on each hand, all adorned with
6 fingers in total would have been a different
not in total. Not in total. He has 6 fingers on each hand, all adorned with various rings and jewelry, with like very mystical inscriptions on them. He has ears that are stapled onto his head. As Vidalcan do not naturally have ears, as well as if one were to look closely, they'd see maybe his hair and his beard and his mustache are all kind of fake.
Uh-huh.
And he's got a little lightning, like a little lightning bolt scars coming out of his void-filled eyes.
He looks.
He's dressed very scholarly, like with some nautical accents.
Very fancy guy walking into this town.
Yeah.
And like I said, you are traveling into town with Scotty, this orange-colored Aarakocra, and you both just came from the Lumberloo, which is a ship that you were able to get passage on to Lithia. You're not from around here, but you were able to get passage on this ship for like a small fee. The Lumberloo is, they're essentially a lumber trading ship. They come here in various other kind of forested areas to gather lumber and then pack it up and bring it to elsewhere to sell. The owner of the Lumberloo, the lumber merchant that allowed you onto his ship, is Ackerman, a human man. And he sent along Scotty with you to Mayston Town because they are not necessarily the, owners of this area. Ackerman finds it beneficial to keep good relations with nearby towns to places that he is collecting lumber from in order to make sure there's no bad blood between them and that, they don't get angry at him, deforesting the area to, more extent than they want.
Uh-huh.
So he has sent Scotty with you so that he can go and speak with the people in charge here to hash out details of business and trade and make sure that they're all comfortable and whatnot. They've been here before, but, it's just one of those things. Every time they come, they need to kind of go and, make sure everything's still good.
All right.
It's been about a day and a half you came from shore to get up here of travel. Not harsh travel, but, day and a half of traveling up here with Scotty. And you have finally reached Mayston Town.
Ah, good.
Right, so you have a certain mission, a certain personal goal. There's been rumors, dare I even say it, legends of a particular piece of treasure that should be lying around somewhere in this area, hidden somewhere nearby.
Well, that's perfect. So I guess if I'm coming into town here, I'll probably try to search around for information. Then I will say, as I'm going through, if anything looks out of place, like if there's maybe something on the ground out of place, or if there's like maybe somebody's, maybe there's a piece of fence that's in wrong, I'm gonna adjust everything as I'm coming through.
Okay, yeah. You see, a fence on your way into town that's got a piece that's fallen over kind of onto the ground. It's not the fence isn't keeping a whole lot out. It's just kind of a town line thing. So maybe someone didn't care enough.
This can be improved.
Scotty, kind of stops as you're walking, and he turns over to you and is like, is that a problem?
No, it is the exact opposite of a problem. Well then, it's time to get to work on this fence.
You're going to get to work on the fence.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're just about. I mean, we're here. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go and talk to the mayor. I suppose this is where we part ways. There's an inn. That is probably where I'm going to stay the night, as it's getting a little late. I don't feel like walking back just yet.
Well, I'm sure inns have information, yes. I do believe I'll be going to that inn right after I take a swing at this fence.
All right, well, so I suppose I may see you there.
I'll see you there.
Okay, have fun with your fence fixing.
I rub my hands and I get into that fence.
Good. Lastly, our third adventurer here, Sano. Yeah, that's you. Sano, you're coming in from, I'd say the third entry to town.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah, very convenient. One from kind of the, northeastern way, one from the south, and one from the west, and you're coming in from the west.
That's crazy. I'm from that way.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow, that's a coincidence.
It's good to, it's a good thing, I think. But anyway, you come on into town. Would you like to describe yourself?
Sure. Well, jingling on into town comes this rather lanky, maybe a little on the tall side. Well, I guess I'll just say his race because it's the easiest way to describe him. He's a snail folk.
Ooh.
Walking into town, carrying a large quarterstaff that seems to be made out of coral, and with every single little step and shimmy that he takes, there's a bit of a jingle to the left and the right, which is only accentuated by the sound of his shell that hangs off of his back, that is just covered in different adornments of jewelry and draperies and cloth that he's found along the way. Because, you have to have a happy home life.
Yeah.
You feel good when your place looks good.
Look good, feel good.
Yeah, exactly. So, I have a quick question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm good at answering questions.
Great, because I'm great at asking them.
Cool.
So, how far am I from home?
You are...
Is this like way on the other side, or...?
I'd say this is kind of in the middle-ish. Okay. Slightly east of the middle-ish of this forested section down there.
But it is on, like, the coast, because there was, like, a boat nearby, or no?
Like I said, it's about a day and a half from the bottom coast. So
Gotcha, okay.
The woods does extend pretty closely to the edge of the coast here, but, it's a little bit of travel into the forest.
Okay, just wanted to check. So, then, follow-up question for you. Do I have any leads? Or am I just showing up?
Similarly to Stymir here, not to get too much into what he knows, but he is aware that there is something specific that he's looking for that's said to be here.
I sense my secrets are being told.
What you know, or what you have heard, is that this town here, Mayston Town, you heard that it was originally founded by the Mayston family because they knew, or they thought, that there was something hidden around this area. You've never heard anything about them finding anything here, but the idea is that there was supposed to be some sort of, you don't know if it was necessarily supposed to be a treasure or if it was a holy site, but there was supposed to be something hidden away in this area, and that's why this town is here. But it's been generations since it was originally founded.
Great. Both of those options sound wonderful. So, I'm excited.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah. Sano is excited too, because, we're different people, and it's an important distinction to make. But I'm getting in there. Getting into town. You said it was getting a little late?
Yeah, it's getting a little late. It's a little bit before sundown. It's early evening. Soon it's gonna be dark.
Okay.
Within an hour, it's gonna be dark.
A lot of the times, at the end of people's day, they like to go to, like, the taverns and the inns and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
To relax.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, like any fledgling adventurer, that's going to be the first place I go.
All right, cool. That sounds good to me.
Because I'm going to ask people way too many questions. Which actually leads to another question.
Yeah?
When I'm skadoodling my way through town, do I hear the sounds of a fence being fixed?
Roll perception as you look around this town.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how big this place was. If that would be something that's like very obvious to notice.
It's not exceedingly small, but it's not exceedingly large. So who knows? Who knows?
That's a 19. 11 plus 8.
I'll tell you what. With a 19, you don't hear a fence being fixed. But as you're looking around, you see the people in this town. They're kind of dressed fairly plainly. These are mostly kind of peasant folk. They're just doing some honest work out here, living their day-to-day lives, not really being intruded by anything beyond their humble little town.
Mostly humans?
You see some humans through here, but you also see maybe a few elves. You see like an orc man. I should note that Lithia is kind of a melting pot of culture. Mm-hmm. It's not very much segregated where it may be otherwise. But here, people are generally kind of just all about. You can tell more about whether a person belongs more by their clothing than their race necessarily.
Yeah.
But even still, there are some races that are a bit more rarer than others. You, for instance, as a snail folk, if you showed up into one of the main cities on the eastern coasts, you'd probably stand out pretty well.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that eventually.
Around here, however, I'd say you stand out, but people in this town aren't necessarily looking at you with a face that says, oh, what is that? They're just like, oh, there's a snail folk here, okay. All that being said, with all these more plainly clothed people, you see an Aarakocra kind of jaunting through town. Doesn't seem to be dressed like anyone else is. They kind of have more harsh working attire. You don't know exactly what kind of profession it is, but it looks like it's a bit more cumbersome than what's currently going on in this simple town.
Neat. If he looks this way, I give him a little jingle of the staff. as a hello.
Yeah, he sees you jingle your staff, and he kind of, gives you a look that's kind of like, all right, and he gives you a little wave.
Oh, people are nice around here.
And he continues on into a big manor-looking building that says Town Hall on it.
Wonderful. That's not where I want to go. But yeah, I'm just gonna find my way over to that tavern though.
Okay, cool.
I want leads.
All right. So, Corvus.
Mm-hmm.
You entered into this tavern, this tavern here. You're gonna get yourself some food. Is that what you said? You want to get yourself some eats?
Yeah, get some food, get some drink. I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good to me. Well, you walk on in here, and you see what seems to be an innkeeper / barkeep, a keeper in many things over at a counter. Behind her seems to be just like a collection of alcohol. She serves many jobs at this desk. And then there seems to be a door off to another room that you believe to be where the staff goes, maybe a kitchen, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
But you see this woman standing here. She is orc woman, and she sees you walk on in. She greets you, she's like, "Oh, hello, welcome, come in. What can I do you for?"
Mighty fine day in this here town.
Oh, yes, it is. It's a beautiful day here in Mayston, as most days are. My name is Lorian. Can I help you in any way?
Yes, I was gonna inquire about your rates here for staying a night, and maybe get some nourishment.
Oh, sure. Well, if you'd like to stay a night, I mean, our prices are very affordable. Just 1 gold to stay.
Very well. And what do you have in terms of a menu?
In terms of a menu, well, we got plenty. If you're looking to eat, we've got a Mayston burger. It's it's delicious. We drizzle our homemade secret sauce with greens and oranges. Hues kind of drizzled over it to match the glistening brook. I'm sure you saw on your way in.
Well, that sounds delightful. I'll just take one of those.
And we have fries.
Oh, I'll have a side of fries.
Yeah. Side of fries.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Absolutely.
Thank God.
Oh yeah, sure thing. And she goes around, calls back, and she's like, "All right, we got a Mayston burger, side of fries." She comes out and back. That'll be 2 silver.
I hand it over. I flick it over.
Oh, she flick it over. Oh, whoa. Calm down there. You don't want to get too wild now. Like, all right, well, it'll be right out. You may take a seat if you like.
Thank you kindly. And I go over and I take. I'm assuming there's tables over here.
Yeah. There's tables littered around. It's mostly empty in here, except for this one guy who's kind of sitting off in the corner.
Sure.
He's dressed kind of in dark, kind of lightweight clothing. He's got like these fingerless gloves on.
Ooh. Thank God someone's doing it for us, so we don't have to sit in the corner.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Oh man, he's so cool.
Oh, I hope he joins the party.
Yeah, he's kind of got like side-swept black hair.
Oh,
What's happening right now?
And
It's getting a little heated in here.
I thought my guy being clad in like an all black getup was already getting there, but geez, this guy.
And
on a whole new level.
He's sitting there and he's kind of like playing with a dagger. He's got an order of fries in front of him, and he's like taking the dagger and he's like sticking it into like one of the fries and then bringing it up and then like.
Please tell me every now and then he places his hand on the table and he like plays the knife game.
Well, Corvus doesn't see that happening just yet.
Just yet.
This guy just looks like it's just a human, it seems.
Sure.
Just a human. You mean the human.
So anyway, yeah, you see that. But other than that guy in the corner, it's pretty empty in here.
Yeah, I'll take a seat, somewhere else, right?
Uh-huh.
I might glance over at the guy take a quick, like, sneaky, like, look at my own hands and my gloves and like, ponder for a second.
Okay.
Should I sit farther in the corner?
Well, that's a look right there. I'll think about it. And then I sit down. Is there anything on these tables? Like, just like...
Like a couple seconds after you sit down, Lorian comes over and she places down a child's playmat. You know, it's like a paper, a piece of paper. It's got like it's got like a crossword on it. It's got a little like picture of the glistening brook river kind of like floating down it. There's like a little like speech bubble of like a little gopher kind of stick it up on the side and it's like, oh, there's copper in these waters. And
established.
There's copper in these waters. Down in the corner, taking up like a third of the playmat. It's like a big maze.
Nice.
And it's like, can you find the end to get to the burger? And she places down the mat and then she gives you, some silverware and she's like, it'll be out in just a moment.
Thank you kindly.
No problem. And she heads back to her counter.
I was planning on doing some work here, but we got this crossword. I can't go unfinished. And
Wait, is it a crossword or just a normal puzzle?
There's a maze, but then there's also a very small crossword.
Oh, okay, I see.
I start tinkering away at the crossword.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me.
Okay. High stakes crossword. Unnatural 20.
You find the word Mayston right away.
Oh yeah, that one was obvious.
And as you're circling in Mayston, a snail folk walks in the door.
Oh, I swing that thing open.
The door swings open and a snail folk enters in.
I look around, excited as can be. But you said there's not many people in here?
Yeah, not too many people. You see, like 3 people currently.
Oh.
But as you enter in, your disappointment is met with this orc woman over here. I'm going, hi, welcome into the Mayston Tavern. Can I help you with anything? Can I get you anything, sir?
I perk back up and I jingle on over. Hi there. I could use a great many things. Actually.
Okay, well, I hope we can satisfy your needs.
Well, first off, I'm starving.
Well, that's something that we can help with.
What do you have?
Would you like a Mayston burger? It's our special. We got, it's topped with our secret sauce with the colors of oranges and greens that resemble the glistening brook that I'm sure you saw coming on in.
Did I?
No, you didn't.
Just slowly a smile just creeps bigger onto his... I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
What's that?
Oh, well, it's just the glistening brook. It's a river that runs on down through our town from the hills up in the northeastern kind of direction.
Mm-hmm.
Comes up from the hills and the mountains.
Right. And I'm just looking and nodding, expecting more information.
Well, it's just a nice little feature of our town here, and we take great pride in it. The colors of it. It feels that people find it, folk find it pretty.
Oh, okay. Yes, I like pretty things. Yeah. Do you have anything smaller?
We got fries if you're looking for something a bit lighter on the lighter side.
Can I get 3 orders of fries?
Three orders of fries?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
Smaller foods are easier for me.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else?
No. How much is that?
That's going to be let me think about the distribution of those prices there, because I don't have it exactly written down. Hold on.
I could just pay the same as the other player character.
Well, he got a burger and fries, and you're getting 3 orders of fries. So, I mean, what did I have him pay? 3 silver?
2 silver.
2
silver.
Well, I wasn't sure how much the ratio of burger to fry that 2 silver was. So.
I wasn't 100% sure either, but 2 silver sounds about right to me.
All right. I pick 2 silver pieces off of one of the chains wrapped around my shell, and I hand them on over.
Ooh. Very nice.
Thank you.
All right, that'll be right up. And she walks over here and calls to the back. 3 orders of fries.
I spin around and look at the tables.
Feel free to take a seat wherever you like.
So it's just these two in here. It's unknown height, dark and handsome in the corner, and then this other dark clothed but shiny person.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, one's holding a knife and the other one is playing with paper. So I'm going to walk up to the one playing with paper.
Cool.
I'm going to go up and I'm just going to sit down at the table with a thud.
Yeah, Corvus, this snail guy just fucking walks on over and just thuds down at a chair next to you.
Howdy.
Hi there. What's that you're doing?
Well, I was planning on doing a little bit of light work, but I was handed one of these and I couldn't pass it up, and I show my progress so far on the word find.
Lorian comes on up, holding another one. She's like, "Oh, here you go, hun," and she places down a playmat in front of Sano. And
God, if I could go wide-eyed, I would.
Along with some silverware. She's like, "All right, oh no, don't cheat, no copying off each other's answers."
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it.
I jokingly pull my playmat back and like put my hand up to hide my answer.
Oh no, I really wouldn't.
Oh no, that was just a joke. Yeah, it's fine. There's no test or anything. The kids just seem to like it. All right, your order will be out in just a moment, and I think yours is almost done. She points over to Corvus.
Well, thank you much.
Excuse me.
Enjoy. Oh.
Sorry,
Yes?
if you don't mind me asking, how long have you had these and tapping at the playmat?
I'm sorry if you had them before. I mean, we've been using the same ones for about 10 years now, so if you knew the answers
that's fine.
but if you've been here before and you've done it before and you know the answers, unfortunately we don't cycle in new ones.
Oh no, I was just curious. No, it's my first time here.
Yeah, we don't. Oh, yeah. Well, that's lovely to hear. We don't always get visitors, but sometimes people like to travel through on a nature walk. They like to see the glistening brook outside, and when they're traveling, they tend to like some novelty. So, but people in town don't really care too much for the map anymore. Except for a few of them that come in and try to break their record on how fast they can do the maze and find all the words. But I mean, at this point, the record's down to just as fast as they can move their hands. So it's not so much of a mental contest.
I nod along. Well, thank you.
Oh, no problem. My name is Lorian. I don't know if I said that earlier. My apologies.
I'm Sano.
Oh, Sano, lovely to meet you. Well, welcome to Mayston Town. I hope you enjoy your stay.
I think I will.
She heads on back to the desk.
I happily turn back around and I want to rummage through one of my bags and pull out a piece of paper.
Okay.
And I want to start copying the puzzle maze onto it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up excited. Did you do your maze?
I have not yet. I'm working on this here word find.
Corvus, make an investigation check for me.
14.
You found the word copper.
Oh, see, they're another one. I'm getting closer.
But yeah, I want to copy the entire maze just onto this piece of paper.
Yeah. That's great.
And after that, I want to solve it on the normal playmat.
Cool. I like that.
So, I take it you're not from around here either.
Oh, is it that obvious?
I just figured asking questions of the fine woman over there, and
Oh well, it's I get kind of curious sometimes.
she seemed to think you were new too, so I just figured.
Well, you said too. Are you not from here?
Oh no, I'm from up northeast.
Northeast. I'm not from that direction. Not at all.
So southwest.
Almost more west. From west, northwest from here, but west. I don't know how old you are. Have you ever been to Stone Coast?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, well, it's on the coast and it's full stone.
Seems congruent.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where your people come from, or?
Oh well, it's a nice little town. I mean, I don't know if you'd really call it my people, but my family and all the other people that lived in the town with us. So yeah, if you call that my people, then yeah.
Fair enough.
Just then, another man enters into the tavern here.
Steimer, walks in, kind of like doing that thing where he rubs his hands through his beard, but like I imagine as he does, you see it kind of pull off of his chin a bit because it's fake. As he's like looking around, giving the tavern a good look, seeing how the place looks.
Wow, a drow.
Welcome to the Mayston Tavern. Boy, this sure is a busy day for travelers.
I walk up to the counter.
Hello, welcome. My name is
Hello.
Lorian. How can I help you today?
Yes, I am Steimer. I have questions for you, but before I get to those questions, I must ask you, do you have a checklist for tasks done in the tavern on a daily basis?
I was going to ask if that question was part of your questions, but that's kind of an odd question.
Also, I was wondering, what is your price for food and accommodations here compared to the price that you pay for those resources?
Well,
And is there a way that we can improve and maximize profits?
I'm sorry, are you looking to be an investor, or...
Well, I suppose that depends on on the state of this business.
I mean, business, I guess I wouldn't say the business is necessarily booming. I mean, today's been kind of a busier day, what with, so many new faces traveling on through town. As she
how
kind of gestures behind you.
Steimer will look back that way. And then
I'm in the middle of still doing the maze, but I jingle my staff in the other hand.
I look back.
Yes, I see.
Yes, but generally, I'd say most of our profits come, once the sun goes down, and this is kind of a congregating place for the town. So it's we're not really looking, at like any major expansions or anything. But the town keeps us thriving pretty well.
But you can be improved.
I suppose you could say that. Yeah, I'm sure there's some places where we could improve our business structure.
I'm sorry. I've realized that I am getting distracted once again.
That's quite all right.
Yes. So let's circle back to this checklist thing.
Right, the checklist. I suppose we do have a checklist, but some of that might be private.
Oh, I don't mind.
Is there a reason you'd like to see our checklist?
Well, as I was walking in your business, I noticed a few things that perhaps could use some work.
Oh?
Yes.
Such as?
What? Okay, what are some things?
I guess roll investigation
Yeah,
to try to
yeah,
find things that could use improvement.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that guy over there is being kind of rude.
Okay, that's a 24.
Okay. For one, the paint in here, and especially probably the paint on the outside of the building, is getting a little, what's the word?
Chipped?
No, not shit.
No, chipped.
Oh, chipped. Oh.
There seems to be feces upon your
I was gonna
building.
say faded. Is the word I was looking for. Not chipped. Or shit. I was gonna say the paint in here looks a little faded. Let's say, outside maybe it's probably chipped in a few places. The door on the way in, it kind of squeaked.
All right. That's
on the
enough
way
for
in.
yeah.
Okay.
That's enough for Steimer.
All right, cool.
Well, if I'm going to go through the list, I've noticed that some of the paint outside is faded. The door creaks upon entering.
Okay, all right. Well, hold on now.
As I look over on that wall there's a painting that I believe could be a slight degree to the right. It's a beautiful place.
Thank you, I think.
Yes, a work of art.
All right. Yeah, well, the painting, we'll get around to it when the season starts to slow down a little bit. We don't always get around to being able to do something like that, but, I agree. I suppose I agree. It could use a fresh coat of paint. Yes. And, as for the squeaky door, I'm sorry that's not to your liking. If that's annoying you, fortunately,
it's the sound of a symphony. Wait, did I say that right? Oh, dear me, I've misspoke. I'm sorry. I am flawed.
All right, sir. Is there anything I can get you?
Yes, back to that business. You see, I came here in search of a treasure.
A treasure?
Yes.
My stalks perk up.
What
what
exactly have I heard? Can you remind me?
There's a particular treasure that Steimer is fond of, I'd say, that Steimer has a historical knowledge of.
Yeah.
As you do know, there are sections of it that have, at the very least, been separated to some degree. This original treasure you've heard of is not whole, but you've heard rumors and legends that there should be a part of it somewhere hidden in this area.
Yes, you see, I am a devoted fan of the great Captain Casseray, and I've heard that a piece of his hoard was here in this continent.
Captain Casseray? I'm not entirely sure I've heard that name before.
Yes, well, I suppose that the more known name is Bronzebeard.
Oh, yeah. Bronzebeard. Yeah. I have heard that name. You think I'll be honest. I've never heard of him losing treasure around here or hiding treasure around here.
Yes, I am seeking for fractions of his hoard.
I see. Well, I'd be happy to answer anything I can, but I'm afraid I really don't think I really know much about it.
Very well, then. For now, I shall grab a bite.
All right. Well, that's that I can help you with. What would you like? I got Mayston burgers and I got fries.
Burgers and fries?
Yes, burgers and fries. And
have you considered adding anything else to your menu?
Well, we do have alcohol. And, I have considered adding more things to the menu, but we kind of we try to run this as kind of like a daily specials kind of deal. And today we're making burgers.
How are your burgers here?
Well, I like to think that they're pretty good. We've got a special secret sauce, kind of reflect the colors of the glistening brook outside. I'm sure you saw coming on into town.
Did I?
Well, it does continue down to the coast. Yeah, you probably saw it.
I'll take it.
All right. Would you like just a burger?
No, I want more than that. I'll take fries.
All right. Okay, fries sounds good too.
Wait, this order can be improved.
All right.
I want a drink.
Sure thing. What would you like to drink?
What drinks are there?
Well, we've got ale, we've got wine. Nothing too fancy necessarily around these parts, but the ale is locally brewed.
I shall try the ale then.
Sure thing. Coming up, we got a burger, got fries, and we got ale, so that'll be 3 silver. Oh.
More can be done here.
Okay.
We're gonna be here.
Do you have anything in the back?
Like something off menu?
Yes.
Well, I mean, if there's something that you've got particularly on your mind, if we've got the, supplies for it, I'm sure, my chef can cook something up for you.
It is quite all right. It will never be perfect. I shall take what I have.
All right, well, that'll be 3 silver.
Yes.
And I reach in and I give 3 silver.
All right. All right, thank you kindly. Take any seat you like. The order will be out soon.
Yes, I am very satisfied with this service.
Oh, thank you very much.
I guess I'll head over to the tables over here.
Yeah, she walks on over and she, calls to the back. It's like 1 Mayston burger, side of fries, and a brewed ale. She calls that just as this elven woman is like stepping out from the back room. She's like, "Oh, you're right here. Yeah, you don't have to yell. Oh, my apologies." She walks out holding burger and fries, and makes her way on over to this table here, and it's like, "Who had the Mayston burger and fries?"
Raise my hand.
Here you go, and she places it down in front of you. She puts it on your playmat.
I take a peek, make sure like no like condensation or something got all over the crossword. And then and start to grab my silverware.
Enjoy, and she walks on out.
I walk over to the table with already a couple people sitting there. And I see them doing crosswords.
I hate to intrude, but what is that you're working on there?
This? Well, this is a puzzle.
Oh, yes.
You'll get one too if you're lucky.
Lorian walks on over. She's like, "Oh, yep, you will get one too if you'd like." She's got one.
This looks incomplete.
Yeah, well, you could take some time before your meal comes out and you can finish it up, and she sets one down for you in your silverware.
Oh, amazing.
Well, it is amazing.
Yeah, it's a real good one.
Was just thinking that.
Yes, I shall improve this paper that you've handed to me.
All right, well, you darlings have a good time on it. She steps on away.
How's this sauce taste?
The sauce tastes pretty good. You get a sense that one of the major ingredients might be like mustard in it, maybe a honey mustard. You're not sure what the green is.
I'm not sure what the green is.
Yeah, you're not
Do you
sure
want me
what
to
the
figure
green
it
is.
out?
Yeah, am I like if I try to like hone in on the taste, do I get anything distinct, or does it just seem to be mysterious to me?
It seems to be maybe some sort of plant seasoning, but the rest of the taste kind of overpowers it, so it really doesn't come through.
Does he look confused by it?
I do.
Do you want me to figure it out?
Well, by all means, you can have some.
I scoop a little bit of the green with one of the prongs in my staff, and I bring it over to myself. And I don't know what kind of roll this would be, but I lick it, and I'm gonna try and discern what it is. So I don't know if it would be like a nature or a survival or a insight, or I don't know.
I guess I'll say nature.
That's an unnatural 20.
Actually, let me double check real quick before I just start speaking out my ass.
I could just make something up and say it. If
No. It's little bits of kale.
It's healthy grass, otherwise known as kale.
Ooh, good to know. And I pull out a little pocket journal and I like scribble something real quick and I put it in my pocket.
What's
Are you
that?
all I was just going to ask, are you all native to this area?
To this town?
I suppose this continent.
I'm from around.
Yes, I'm from up northeast, but I'm not from this town, no.
Ah, good. Then maybe you all have some answers. You see, I come from very, very far away.
Where?
I come from an area known as the Runamar Union.
Oh, I've probably never heard of that, right?
Roll history.
Okay. It's a 21.
You've certainly never been there, and you don't know much about it, but probably looked at, like a general map, and you know that the Runamar Union is like a fairly close by to Lithia, to the east.
Oh, well, that's just right next door.
Well, I've traveled a lot. It's hard to forget how far one place is from the other. I'm from the Aether region specifically.
I don't know what that is.
It's one of the many regions that make up the Runamar Union.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I've come here in seek of treasure.
I heard.
As this is happening, that elven, woman comes back out here with 3 orders of fries, like in little baskets, and she's like, "Fries? 3 orders of fries?"
Oh, that's me.
Oh, yeah, all right. And she places them down in front of you. Again, unless you move it onto your playmat.
Did I already finish copying the map over?
The maze? Yeah.
Oh, then
You got
that's
the
fine.
maze.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. And she's like, "Enjoy."
Thank you. And I turn back, look at the food, and then think to myself for a second, wait, is this covered in salt?
Oh no!
Hold on. I have a thing to look up real quick.
If you're wondering if it kills snails, I looked it up. It dehydrates them.
Okay,
To the
well,
point
the
of
thing I
death.
was specifically looking up is, you're a snail from the coast. So maybe you're like a sea snail.
True. Didn't think about
So
that.
like
Despite playing one, I don't know anything about snails.
a quick Google search, I don't know if this is accurate, but I see a line here that says the internal saltiness of sea snails is equal to the external saltiness of the seawater. So we could say that this is sea salt on these fries and maybe you're okay.
Listen, that's up to you. I just don't want to die in the inn.
Yeah.
I'm fine dying in a fight, but just...
Is there something wrong with your food?
Let's find out. I eat one.
I'm really trying to find. I'm sorry. I just saw something that also was just a question on Google. Does salt water kill snails? And just the response is salt is one of the substances that kills snails and slugs. So I'm just trying to really figure out before I definitively say what the real answer should be here. Sea snail. Salt. Okay, hold on. I might have an answer here.
Yeah.
But it's also from Q-Aura. So who knows? Oh god, that's great. The question that someone asked was, why do sea snails not die in salt water? And the first sentence of the answer is, the better question is, why do garden snails get killed by salt? And it's like, no, don't make up your own question. Don't make up your own question. Don't do that. Oh god. So apparently ocean animals have an internal saltiness that ensures that salt water won't dry them up. Eating this probably dries you like a little bit, but you're probably fairly salty yourself.
Great.
The sea snail doesn't dry up in salt water because it was never about the presence of the salt so much as it about the relative difference in water content between salt and snail. It's certainly dry. You start eating it, you're not going to start dying, but you feel yourself get a little slower.
I'll probably go sleep in the river tonight.
Are you alright?
I'm curious.
But
what's this about a treasure?
Oh yes. Well, have either of you heard of the great Captain Casseret?
Have I?
That's a good question. Roll history, both of you.
Unnatural 20 again.
18.
You guys are so histrous.
I would hope so in a campaign like this.
I'd say, yeah, you both have a fair understanding. You both have at least heard that name. I'm going to say Corvus, you've probably heard that name in passing when talking about Bronzebeard, pirate.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Sano and Corvus, you guys both have heard about this guy. He was a world-renowned pirate captain with a huge hoard of loot a long time ago. And since then, he's certainly not around anymore. You assume he's like dead or something. He was just a pirate at that time because this is like a long time ago, thousands of years ago. Yeah, he's just one of those he's just one of those famous pirates that you hear about.
Yeah, I nod.
Does Steimer know that he's a dragon?
Well, that just got dropped, huh?
Steimer does know that, yeah.
Then maybe it can get dropped in character instead, and you could cut that bit out.
Well, you see, Captain Casseret was an ancient dragon that led a crew of pirates, and I'm looking for a piece of that captain's hoard here on this continent. You see, it's been split up.
Do you have any leads?
Well, I don't believe so. I can't remember anything specific. Do I have any leads?
I mean, your leads are that you had spoken with people who recognized your rings. There's not like a specific thing that's supposed to be here, but there was talks that part of his treasure, like a section of it, was at one point mentioned to exist along with other hidden things in this area.
I've just heard talks and whispers is all that this continent contains pieces of the Horde.
I immediately turn over to my other new friend. Hi, I still don't know your name. Did you know anything about it?
Oh, the name's Corvus, and
I'm Sano. Nice to meet you.
no, I believe this is nice to meet you, Sano. Hey, and I, put my hand up for a handshake.
I grab it and I shake, and your hand is very slimy. In fact, it might be hard to pick things up with that hand.
No. I grab a napkin and I start to wipe it as I keep talking. No, I don't believe I know much about it.
Yes, well, you see, some people would say that this treasure hoard is the greatest treasure hoard to exist in this world, and, well, I don't believe that that's possible.
Why not?
Perfection is not something that can ever be achieved. For one thing, this hoard is in pieces, so I feel it is my duty to collect these pieces and put them back into his main hoard wherever it should be located.
Why?
Because it can be improved.
Why not improve all of them where they are?
But think of one big one.
Yes, a pirate's treasure in one piece.
Yes.
Don't
one
do that. That's
singular
copyright.
piece. I've given it a lot of thought, and I felt that this is the course of action that I should take.
Matt. I look over at Knifey in the corner.
Yeah. You look over at Knifey.
Is he looking at us?
Knifey's checking you guys out.
I jingle wave my staff at him.
He just kind of like does like a wave of his eyebrows at you.
Like a raised eyebrow, like huh? Kind of.
No, like a wave. Like he raises his left one, and then like raises his right one, and then the left one goes down, and the right one goes down.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Can we all roll insight on that?
Quick wave of his eyebrows.
Can I? Please?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I got a 21 on my insight.
I got a 24.
I got an 18. Oh no, I'm getting all my good rolls out of the way early.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was
24.
What were the rolls?
21.
24, 18, and what did Michael get?
21.
Oh, 21. Wow, you guys all did pretty good. Yeah, you guys see Knifey over here do a wave of his eyebrows, and it comes across like he's trying to be like threatening, kind of threatening. It kind of like oh yeah, look at me, I'm pretty fucking cool, right? Kind of look like you don't want to mess with me, because look at me, I'm pretty fucking rad. Don't mess with me, motherfucker.
How peculiar.
I rest my hand on the side of my coat, and then I look back to the new friends at the table.
Well, that was odd.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to say Corvus was your name. Thought you were about to say something.
Oh no, I was intrigued in what you were saying.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is all that I had to say about the treasure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
I am seeking it.
Well, I like things like that.
As do I.
Wonderful.
I wonder if the scary man in the corner knows anything about that.
Yes, it seems to be giving us quite the look.
I look back over at him while I assume this is the elf girl walking back up again.
Yeah, the elf girl walks back up, and she's like, "Oh, he's been giving looks like that to everyone around. Don't mind him."
Oh, who is
and
he?
she's got Steimer's order, and she looks at him. Is this yours? Burger, fries, ale.
Yes, that is my order.
All right, here you go. And she places it down in front of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Who is the attempting to be scary man in the corner?
I don't really know. He's been here for a couple days now. He's been kind of keeping to himself. He goes out into the woods every day, and then he comes on back.
He always sits in that corner.
Yeah.
That sounds so disappointed.
I look over at him and I give another smile and I wave my staff, but this time in like a beckoning motion, like come on, come here, come on.
He looks at you and he gives like a
He dare not leave the corner.
Oh, I guess there's a lot of us. He might be scared. I say that.
The elf girl snorts.
I say that decently loud. I will say that.
Yeah. She laughs at that. And she's like, "Well, you guys enjoy your food. I hope I'll see you guys later." She heads to the back room, and Knifey over here just kind of looks at you guys, kind of like he's pouting a little bit.
I'll stand up and start to move over to his table.
You stand up, and he stands up.
I like look him up and down. I just lift up my hands, like to motion I mean no harm.
He's like watching you raise up your hands.
I guess we're just staring at each other.
Yeah. He like licks his lips.
Sano leans over to Corvus and look. I wonder how he's gonna improve this situation.
I am just
Interested to find out.
sorry I spoke over your Corvus.
I was just talking back.
I mean no harm. I just have questions regarding, well, I suppose this.
And I twiddle my reen-covered fingers.
Why don't you, maybe you should mind your own business, old man.
Old?
Yeah, you talk like you're ancient.
He called him old.
Well, I've lived for quite some time, but how can one truly know if I'm old or not?
Well, your beard's falling off.
What? Oh,
And I adjust my beard to make sure it's like in its proper spot.
And man, you're walking around in a disguise. That's pretty suspicious.
no, this is not a disguise. It is an accessory to make me my more improved self.
I don't know, man. I think I know a disguise when I see one.
Yes, I suppose it does have its flaws, but that is me, riddled with flaws, never to be improved.
Okay, man, I ain't your therapist. Why don't you take a step back?
I'm quite happy.
Alright, I take a step back to the table.
Knifey sits back down.
I bet he's just mad because he can't finish the word fine.
Oh, that's a good. Should we help him? No, they said no cheating.
Rules are rules.
If you're doing the maze one, you could try erasing the lines until you create your own path.
It's a nice life philosophy, but I'm not sure that's how the game works.
I also don't want to do that. I want to follow the path that they've set before me.
You have to think outside of the bounds. It's the only way to truly improve.
I mean, I guess you could walk around the outside just to go from the beginning to the end, but that really defeats the purpose of a maze.
Now we're getting into a discussion.
Just as you're getting into a discussion, Scotty enters into the tavern.
Scotty,
Lurian, welcomes him in. Scotty waves over to you. Are you calling him over, or are you just saying his name?
Has over here. I have a table.
Oh, sure. Just give me one moment. And he goes up to this, up to Lurian, and has a little talk with her. Gets a room, and then he walks on over. I see you've made some friends.
It's you!
It's me, and it's you. Yes, I saw you coming into town.
I look over to Corvus. I waved at him.
I waved back.
Fascinating.
Yes, truly. He, scoots on in. So, Stymir, you're making new friends?
I have met people.
Great. You guys, just kind of wandering in town, staying a little while?
He told me about treasure and I'm going to find it.
Oh, yes, he's looking for treasure here.
Yes, I suppose we all seek the treasure then.
I look over.
Well, I was on no particular mission of my own, so I'm up to find whatever's there to find.
Of course, that does put a complication in it.
I look curiously
Yeah,
at
me
that.
too.
Well, we can't all have... If there's a treasure, we can't all have the treasure.
Well,
Hey,
what if Corvus finds it first? But then it's his, right?
Like over at Corvus.
well, I don't know. What if Sano here finds it first to do?
Oh, I point at myself. It's another one.
I really would have hated to come all of this way and leave empty-handed.
All right. Listen. None of you are gonna find that treasure first, okay?
Oh, he'll find it first. I excitedly point at him.
Yeah, that's right. I am gonna find it first. Knifey stands up. puts his.
I stand up myself. Hey now.
I stay seated.
Unless you're sitting here at the table over here, you can't just go stealing treasure ideas, all right?
I ain't stealing a treasure idea. I was here first.
No, you're.
But you didn't know about it until
No,
he
but
came
you're at
around.
that table.
This is this table's treasure.
I knew about this treasure. That's what I've been looking to find.
Well, you didn't say anything about it, did you?
Well-
He's the first one to bring it up. You can't steal it.
Well, I've been here for a couple days. I was here first.
You were here in this location first, but you were not talking about the treasure first.
I was talking about the treasure to myself.
Do you have proof?
Look, it's finders keepers rules, not first to talk about it rules. Okay,
So then maybe we could
No,
find
I'm
it
just saying
first.
you're being poor sport.
I'm gonna find it first.
Do you have the information that you need to require you to find it first?
What do you mean? Information?
Well, you speak as if you're going to find it first, but
Yeah, it's because I am.
do you know more than we do?
I don't know what you know.
Well, what do you know? Maybe we could figure this out.
I'm not gonna give you information so you can go and find it.
Then how can we truly know who's going to find it first?
Well, all you gotta know is that I'm gonna find it first, so none of you should even try looking, because
What
I'm gonna find it.
What qualifications do you have?
I'm a world-class rogue, thank you very much. And he twirls his knife around.
Could I have a list of your equipment?
No, you may not have a list of my equipment.
I don't know, it seems like it could be improved.
Hey, don't you insult me!
Is that a +1 dagger or a +2?
It's a normal dagger and it's not enchanted.
Oh goodness.
Sano raises his hand.
There's so much
Unenchanted.
work to do.
Sano raises a hand, looking at Knifey.
Knifey just kind of like looks at you. What, you think I'm gonna... What? I'm not... This ain't school. I ain't gonna... I'm not calling upon you. I ain't a teacher in a lesson, and I ain't giving you any information.
Oh, thanks. Well, I was just gonna ask what your name was so that we know who got the treasure first.
Oh, my name is Tybin.
Hey,
you put that down. Tybin's gonna get the treasure first.
You gave us information.
No, that's not helpful information for you. That's just like, information in the world.
T-I-B.
I'm just like spelling it.
Do you need help?
No, I'm quite good, although I suppose there's many places I am lacking that I could use the help on.
Okay. Well, I want to find treasure. I think it would be neat.
I'm gonna find it before any of you. So, he like stands up, grabs his basket of fries. He starts getting up out, like walking away from his seat, and he's like, I'm gonna find it before any of you, and then I'll be big, rich, and famous, and then you're gonna be crying. So you might as well not even try.
Good luck!
He walks out.
We follow him.
Well, it's pretty late.
Yes, I suppose. But if he knows anything, what if he gets a head start?
Well, it sounds like he already had a head start. He got here a couple days ago.
I'm sure there's a lot he might know.
It sounds like he's just walking away angrily, but I'm not even sleeping here tonight, so I could go follow him.
I look over to Corvus.
Also, wait, hi. We're new friends. Are we gonna find treasure together?
Is that not what you guys told me? Are you traveling companions now? You're going to find treasure together?
Well, it seems like we're all going for the same one, so I thought, why not? It's always fun traveling in groups.
I suppose I can't do it alone.
Well, I'm certainly interested. I've got nothing else to do, and want to teach a lesson to that guy. Hey, he doesn't even have any enchanted items. Like, come on.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Can I see?
Oh yeah.
Tell me your class. Tell me what you are.
I open my coat and I pull out a gun. I pull out a revolver. And
Scotty looks down at that and is like, what the heck is that?
Okay, obviously I don't know what that is. But me, Dan, I have a question now. What year is this campaign taking place in?
That's not exceedingly relevant information.
It feels like it is.
Yeah,
but you know what? We can talk about that after the session.
Got this. To us, we'd probably look like a fairly standard revolver. Maybe he's got some, decoration stuff carved into it, but yeah, I put it on the table.
Wow.
What is this?
Y'all ever seen him?
Can I touch it?
Yeah,
I
go
pick it
for
up.
it.
What is its purpose?
Careful now.
What is its purpose?
Well, this, my fine
I grab it
friends,
by the barrel and hold it like it's a club.
You be sure to be careful with that. This, my fine friends, is an invention from quite a bit to the east called a gun.
What is its primary function?
Does it show you where things are?
Well, no. In fact, it's used as a weapon.
Oh!
A weapon? Oh.
I swing it a little bit. Like that?
Not quite. It's more of a ranged weapon.
Oh,
So you have some...
Oh, it's
you
like a
have some-
boomerang.
Oh yes, a boomerang, yes. I was
Oh, no,
thinking
no,
the
no,
very thing.
It fires much like a crossbow.
Oh?
But it's much more concealed, and as legends tell, it's much more deadly.
Ah, so you have some combat prowess then?
I look in the barrel. Do you put the arrows in here?
In a way, yes. May I have a
yeah.
bet?
It's good to know that you have some skills such as that. After all, we don't know how dangerous this could be. Me, I have these rings.
They're very pretty. I have some rings too. I don't wear them usually.
Yes, well, you see, these rings I've inscribed with spells that I've learned and studied.
Oh. I just cast mine.
Well, yes, I do cast my spells as well.
Oh, okay.
But I have to write them down and keep them stored so that I can take a look at them.
Well, that's dandy. I just wave my hands and say things and they happen.
I spent so many years doing this. Was this the right path? Oh, so flawed.
From my travels and experience, I've come to know that there's many different ways to achieve.
I reach over and I pat him on the shoulder and I cast Cure Wounds.
What was that for?
You seemed hurt.
Oh no, in fact, I'm reinvigorated.
Oh, okay.
To know that there's so much in me to improve, it gives me my life.
Do you want me to go and follow the try to be scary man?
Yes, if you should do that, I shall join you.
Well, I was going to, suggest it sounded like you all didn't really know, you were looking for info about where to start. Well,
my stalks.
I happen to
zip over to him.
Hello. My name is Scotty. Nice to meet you, Snail Man.
Sano.
Yes. Sano? I'm sorry.
I nod.
All right. Okay. Wonderful. And you are? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Name's Corvus.
Corvus, wonderful. Lovely to meet you. Corvus, Sano, Scotty.
I'm unsure if I've given my name to you two.
I heard you yell it at the counter.
Yes, I'm Steimer Hard.
Yes. Me and Steimer here. We just kind of got to this land just about a day and a half ago's journey. We're not necessarily working together, but we walked here together. Yes. Well, I was just speaking with the mayor of this town. They seem to have a certain amount of, what is the words? Historical value on this area. We were making arrangements so that the company I work for would be able to acquire a certain amount of lumber from the forest. Kind of in the area south to here. She seemed, we did make arrangements. However, she seemed a little, forceful just about the historical value on the general area, and if we were to find anything, that we should report it to her. So if there was anyone around here that might know a bit more about the area, she seemed obsessive. Obsessive is wrong.
Focused.
Is focused. Sure. Yes.
Well, I want to talk to her.
Good. That is just thought I could help. Steimer's been very nice to me. Been very pleasant to speak with. He's fixed a few things on the lumberloo without prompt. That was very kind of you.
Yes, somebody must improve.
Yes. Well.
Is that being nice, or is that I've always been told that statements like that were rude.
The time I've spent with him on the ship, he's trying his best, and he seems to think there is improvement to be made everywhere, and sometimes he makes them. So
You see, you come to learn that nothing will ever be perfect. It's something I learned when I was very young, and everything can be improved.
That sounds both nice and possibly very sad. I like it.
Thank you.
yeah, so we've chosen to on the Numberloo, we have chosen to accept it as nice.
Is that possibly scary lady that you were talking about still awake? Is she still around, or should we go and follow the other scary man?
Oh, she should be. Still awake. The day just ended.
I know a lot of people that go to sleep very early. They're very, very old.
I see. Well, yeah, she lives. She's not old. She's not old.
Okay.
She lives over. Over at Town Hall.
Okay.
And she also works there, so your chances of finding her there at any time of the day are high.
That's even better. Should we all go there? Should some of us go after the other scary man? What I'm saying is, this party that we just formed, should we split it already?
Perhaps maybe we shouldn't split it right away, right off the bat.
I just thought maybe get it out of the way so it doesn't happen at a more dangerous time later. I'm sorry, this is getting very meta.
Corvus, where do you plan to go?
Well, you guys are the best lead I got, so I figure if I'll probably go where the most of y'all are going.
Well, how about we head towards this town hall thing you guys were talking about? And if I happen to notice wherever the other scary man went, I'll let you know.
So we'll all head over to the town hall then.
I'm rather good at looking at footprints and things like that.
Ah.
So you guys are deciding to stick together and head out?
Yeah.
Go talk to the mayor?
Yeah.
Boy, howdy, yeah.
All right. Well, her name is Margaret. Mayor Margaret, or Mayor Thorne, one or the other. Your temperament is it's not the best, but good luck.
I'm sure we'll get along great. And
Yes, I can't wait to see the states that this hall is run in.
I stand up. And I'm gonna make my way to the door.
Yeah, same.
I put my gun back in my coat and I follow suit.
As you guys are leaving, Lorian, waves you off and is like, "All right, hope you guys enjoyed your meals, and I hope you'll be back if you need some place to stay."
It was wonderful, I say, like, turning, and I, like, bump my shell against the wall. And I go...
And
I'll be back with a paintbrush.
she turns to you, Corvus, and is like, "I'll see you later tonight, I suppose."
Oh, absolutely.
And she waves you guys out the door. Yeah, you guys walk out into town. You see Town Hall, just a little bit down the ways. You see a human man standing outside of it, kind of like leaning against the wall as he like looks over at you three, stepping out of the tavern. Kind of gets off the wall and walks inside.
Was it our boy?
Inside Town Hall. No, it was a different man.
Oh.
Roll a perception for me.
Ooh, I'm real good at those.
Is that for everyone? Or?
Yeah, all of you.
Yeah, I'm big good at that. That's a 12 plus 8, another unnatural 20. Oh my god.
That's a dirty 20.
I also got a dirty 20.
I got a 9.
I'm scared for next session.
No, we're doing all these good rolls now. As soon as combat hits, just it's gonna be terrible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I got a 9.
There we go. That's what we needed.
Yeah.
We needed that.
So
Just
Sato
a
and
hot
Corvus.
9.
Yeah, so Stymir, you're still, looking at that guy.
Wait, can I say
What?
that? No, I'm looking at this inn with its faded paint.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. You're looking at the imperfections of the inn. Corvus and Sana, you guys see Tyban lurking around the corner of the tavern.
Yeah.
Just watching you guys there. He hasn't walked far.
Wonderful.
I'm telling you guys, I don't think he's that much.
No, he's
Again, he doesn't even have any enchanted items.
the moment we go into the town hall, he's gonna go back in and sit in the seat.
We're gonna come back and he's gonna be right in that corner.
Mhm.
Possibly. Who knows? You guys walk across the way.
Yeah.
And you walk over to the door, and if you look behind you, you see Tyban walk back into the
I
tavern.
Wow.
have a passive of 18, so I hope I see that.
Yeah, you see it. Especially if you were waiting to see it. You see him just try to sneak his way back in, but not exceedingly stealthy
Wonderful.
about it. And That's where we'll end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
She's gonna kill us next time.
Might be a little upset with you. Thanks everybody for listening in. This is our first episode. Boy, I don't know how to do one of these.
Yeah, we'll get in the groove of it.
Yeah, this is the first episode of Which Way Walls.
Hey, finally, title drop.
Oh, we got the name.
All right, which way walls? Can you type that into Discord?
Which way walls?
Which way walls? Okay, this is the first time we're
walls.
hearing of this.
Those good old which way walls.
You guys were doing your mazes on the playmats.
Yeah, I did.
Wow. The clues were there the whole time.
The clues were there the whole time.
I copied that map down for a reason.
You're like a big brain. You're thinking like 10 moves ahead.
No, just fucking wait.
So thank you, everybody.
Just wait.
So thank you, everybody, for listening to the first episode of Which Way Walls, and also the first episode of Tales from the Traveling Tower. I hope that we get to do a lot of these, and they're really fun, and they turn out good. More stuff's happening. Probably maybe even some spooky, scary stuff. Who knows?
I like those. Those are my aesthetic.
We have to get into the walls of the Which Way, and hopefully that'll happen soon. So thank you guys for coming and playing. Travis, Dan, Michael, thank you so much.
Thanks for having
to
me.
be here.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And once again, you guys can be found on Twitter and the Golly Rogers Twitch channel. All of you. So anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time for more adventures.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo.
Goodbye.